everyone, my name is Sherry, and I want to tell a story which happened when I was in the second grade in elementary school. And I remember that during the summer of my, when I was in the second grade of elementary school, I remember that my parents once decided to take some days off to travel abroad. But because my sister and I was quite small at that time, so my parents couldn't bring us too. So my parents had no choice but to place my sister and I in my aunt's house. And my sister and I spent about 2 weeks living in my aunt's house. And my aunt's house was a small apartment, and there were 5 people living there, which are my aunt, my uncle, my grandma, and 2 of my cousins. And I remember that at the first night there, I didn't sleep quite well. And I want to tell about my aunt's small apartment. And the apartment contains a living room, a small kitchen, and a small bathroom, and 3 bedrooms. And the 3 bedroom, one is for my grandma, and one for my 2 cousins, and the last one, which is the biggest one, is for my aunt and my uncle. And because my aunt's bedroom was the biggest one, so my aunt put a small bed in her living room for my sister and I. So at the first night there, when I was during the midnight, and I was suddenly awaked by some strange noise, and the strange noise seemed to come from the bathroom, and I feel very confused, but so I just kept on listening for seconds, and after that I suddenly understood that the strange noise was just the sound of water of closed stool. So and then I feel very relieved, and I turn around on the bed and begin to sleep. However, I remember that when I was about to fall asleep again, and suddenly I hear that someone seemed to walking near my aunt's bedroom, and I think it was very strange because I thought the person who went to the bathroom may be my grandma, but because my grandma's bedroom was on the other side, so it's weird that she went here. So I thought maybe my grandma want to see if my sister and I have sleep well or not. So then I just pretend that I was asleep. But however, minutes later, I found that my grandma the person just stand at the gate of my aunt's bedroom and didn't leave for a long time, and I think it's quite weird. So I secretly opened my eyes, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I was very shocked because there was a weird person standing at the gate, and with help of his body covering by the door, and so I can see his eyes, nose, and mouth, and most terribly, he has a pair of ears just like pig's ear on his head, and I thought, is this ghost or not? I was very afraid, so I just secretly and slowly hide myself in my blanket, and pretend that I was asleep, and I also tried to awake my sister, which sleep beside me, but my sister just sleep like a pig, so I can wake her up. So I have nothing to do but close my eyes and wishing that the weird person can went away as soon as possible. And I didn't remember how long the person had stand there. But the next time I opened my eyes, it was the morning. And later my aunt called my sister and I for breakfast. And when we were having breakfast, I asked my aunt. I told my aunt about the weird person I had saw, but my aunt, my cousins, my uncle, my grandma, they all laughed and thought I was just dreaming, and my grandma said that maybe the person I saw is she because she did went for bathroom the last night. But however, I then became quite confused because I thought if that person was really my grandma, and why did I see the weird ear of pigs, and why did that person stand at the gate for such a long time? So up to now, I still can't quite figure out if that person I saw was really my grandma or a ghost. Thank you very much.